This is a Rutke Mods video. Hello, I'm Greg Rutke of Rutke Mods, and in today's video I am going to show you a quick tip on how to remove hot glue very easily from any surface, including most PCBs. This should be 100% safe on anything if you do it correctly. What we will be using is isopropyl alcohol, also known as rubbing alcohol. The higher percentage, the better for electronics, and the faster it will evaporate. Rubbing alcohol will break down the hot glue and allow you to peel it off with no problems. And the longer it sits on the hot glue, the softer it will get. So if you have wires in your hot glue and you let the rubbing alcohol set on it long enough, you'll be able to pull the wire straight out of the hot glue with a minimal likely chance of damaging anything. So let's continue. Hot glue can be very handy for doing insulation on many different things, including when you're soldering onto existing pins onto a board so you don't cause short outs, like for instance on this Xbox 360 board I'm rebuilding. I needed to use hot glue to make sure there was no shorts, which there wouldn't have been to begin with, but also help me manage the length of the wires, because I needed an exact length and the black wire was a bit too long for the other side, so I had to loop it in a little bit. So hot glue can come in handy. This is for a 12-volt fan mod that I am using for a case fan that I installed on this 360 right there. Hot glue can be very useful. But what happens when you need to remove it? Well, I'll show you how. Now, as earlier stated, rubbing alcohol will break down bonds of the hot glue, allowing you to peel off the hot glue easily. As you can tell here, it's on there. It's not coming off. I will be showing you how easy this is. And the higher the percentage on the rubbing alcohol, the better for your electronics. Although any rubbing alcohol past 70 should be fine for any electronics. I always recommend 91% or higher. Rubbing alcohol will evaporate, and it's a great thing to be using to clean your electronics. You just have to wait for it to dry before you, of course, turn it on again. So let's start with this PCB. Now, this is a trick I learned years ago online that not many people know about. We just take our rubbing alcohol and we pour on the hot glue. Don't worry about everything getting wet. It is going to evaporate. We'll also do it on this piece of plastic. We pour on. And now we just let it sit for a few minutes, and then we can peel it off. Now we will carefully peel it off. We grab a corner and just start pulling. And it peels right off with no damage. Pristine and perfect. Now let's try this piece of plastic. We just start peeling off, get right under it, and it comes right off. And that's how you remove hot glue from any surface, including PCBs. And as earlier stated, as long as you let the rubbing alcohol sit on the hot glue long enough, you can work wires out of it too, very easily. Anyway, well, that is the end of this episode, and thank you for watching. This has been a Rutke Mods video. Now, to also demonstrate how it breaks down the bonds, I will show you how easily it is to peel this apart now. Never mind.